Forza Horizon 4, definitely a great benchmark for 4K gaming. Let's talk about it. Hello guys, how are you today? My name is David Franco, and welcome to my review, finally, of the BenQ EW3270U 32-inch 4K HDR monitor. Okay, so if that's not a mouthful, I don't know what is, but really guys, this monitor is packed with features, so let's just dive right into it. Alright, so to start out this review, I just want to talk about some features that, in my opinion, stand out amongst the rest. Starting out with the hyper-realistic quality you get with HDR compatibility. So, in other words, your videos, your movies, your video games, all that good stuff is just going to look better. That's pretty much all you need to know. If you do want to get more technical, this monitor does include an HDR hotkey, which actually allows you to cycle through 4 different HDR modes, which I thought was pretty cool, as well as a BI Plus mode. Now, what is BI Plus, you're wondering? It stands for Brightness Intelligence Plus, which, yes, once again means it's just going to give you an overall better image quality than you're typically used to. But wait, there's more! Seriously though, this BenQ monitor also features something called BenQ Eye Care technology, which basically means it's going to use less blue light, which you probably know is harmful on the human retina. And of course, it also uses BenQ's zero flicker technology. It's exactly what it sounds like. Less flicker, less eye strain. And finally, I just want to touch upon one more feature that I think is quite useful, and it's the fact that this monitor actually is always adjusting color temperature and brightness based on your surroundings. So, let's say you're viewing this monitor at nighttime, the brightness is automatically going to come down. Or in my case, you're sitting in a very bright kitchen where my Canon ADD is having a hard time keeping up. Well, this monitor's brightness is automatically going to be increased. Okay, so moving on to the important stuff, which in my opinion are the pros and the cons. Let's start out with the pros. I gotta say, this is a 4K monitor. It does exactly what I was expecting. You're getting a beautiful resolution of 4K, which if you didn't know is 3840 by 2160. Hence why 2160p is often called 4K. It's the same thing. And yes, there is a noticeable difference coming from a 1080p display. Text overall is sharper, HDR is just downright beautiful, and well, the quality overall just looks amazing. Come here, look at me. If you have not experienced a 4K display yet, what are you waiting for? There truly is that big of a difference. Trust me, use one. You will not be disappointed. Let me back up now. Okay, so getting geeky for a quick second, this monitor does feature 95% DCI P3 wide color gamut. Designers, that's perfect for you. And of course, I have to once again touch upon the HDR hotkey. This is definitely a nice surprise and something I've never seen on a previous display. And guys, I cannot express how huge and convenient this is for someone like myself who hates digging through menus on TVs and displays and monitors and all that annoying stuff over time. But yeah, this one, you don't have to do that. Touch a button, boom, you're done. And obviously, I cannot forget to mention all the I/O you get. You get DisplayPort, you get HDMI, and yes, you even get USB Type-C. Not bad if you ask me. And finally, you do get built-in speakers, which are convenient, but more on that in a bit. Alright, so let's talk about the cons. You guys know me, I'm overall an optimistic, positive thinking kind of content creator. But there is one very important con that kind of let me down, but then again, I knew this going in, and that's the fact that this display is only 60 Hz. Now, someone who is completely spoiled by 144 Hz gaming upstairs in my gaming room, this monitor, in a way, is a downgrade, but at the same time, I'm not that disappointed because, well, as you can very much tell, this monitor is currently in my kitchen. So no, I'm not going to be using this for gaming. I'm mostly going to be using it on my Apple TV for game viewing, not actual gaming. That's why I have my gaming room upstairs. However, with that said, if you're used to 60 Hz displays, there's nothing wrong with 60 Hz. But I'm just telling you, once you go 120 Hz or above, there really is a significant difference in overall performance. Build quality, it's a little disappointing. A little plasticky. The stand is kind of awkward, the fact that it comes outward. It kind of takes away from the aesthetic, in my opinion. mean, overall, it's not a terrible display in terms of quality, but I was hoping for something a little more sturdy and less plasticky. And finally, one more thing I want to touch upon. I talked about this previously, but now I want to go into detail. Yes, this monitor does have onboard speakers. Yes, they're good enough for this viewing environment because I only use this to watch Twitch and whatever while cooking dinner and all that good stuff. But should you use the speakers for serious gaming and serious movie watching and TV watching and anything like that? Absolutely not. The speakers are not good at all. However, I have good news. This monitor does feature audio out, which I suppose I should have mentioned when I briefly talked about the I/O. Apologies, I forgot to mention it. But yes, this monitor does feature audio out. So if you want to hook up your own speakers to this thing, then you absolutely can. So guys, there you go. Overall, the BenQ EW3270U 32-inch 4K HDR monitor is excellent. I love it. I mean, it's exactly what I expected. It's a monitor with excellent 4K performance. HDR looks great. I really like the HDR hotkey over there. Plastic build quality, again, a little bit of a letdown here and there. But overall, I mean, you're not going to be touching the monitor, right? You're not going to be like feeling it like I tend to do. But if you're looking for a good, solid 4K monitor and you're not worried about, 120 Hz or 144 Hz performance, then I see no reason why you shouldn't enjoy this display. I mean, it's 32 inches. 32 inches is pretty big, especially when you put it on your desk. And finally, I have to give one huge shout out to BenQ for sending this monitor out my way. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I've been loving it. And to my regular viewers, stay tuned. I mean, this video is kind of just the beginning of my coverage because, of course, I will be talking about this and showing it off and all that good stuff in future weekend vlogs. So stay tuned. Guys, thank you so much. You guys are the best, and I will see you soon. Peace.